It's an exciting day for me. It's really hard to actually say I'm not running for election because I love my job, but I also recognize that it's good for different people to come on board now. I've got a lot of challenges with the coming up for the county, and it needs some TLC, and I really do believe that Mike Newman is best qualified of the candidates. Like I said in my opening, I think they all are good people. They all have something to offer. I just think his experiences with county-specific items like the Planning Commission, which is completely different than what happens at the city level. The county is such a big creature, not just in size, but complexity, and it takes so long to get up to speed. It's very different than city government, and I learned that the hard way. He's also been really involved in county financial aspects by serving on our Measure Z subcommittee. So he has a really good idea of how difficult it is to spread finite resources over an area that's the size of Rhode Island and Delaware combined. I mean, that's hard, when you think about it.
Yeah, that's a lot of area to cover.
It is, it's huge. And like I said with the financial, the county's like a $500 million corporation. So it's huge and complex. And it's really hard to understand because the dollars come from different places, you can spend them in different places, and it's not as simple as it looks. And then also he has great working relationships with the majority of department heads, both elected and appointed. And he's, he has experience also in the area community. He lives in the area of Myrtletown, which has given him a perspective of something a little different than just the city of Eureka. I mean, it is a very big part of the 4th District. I also grew up in Myrtletown, so I'm especially want it to be cared for well, and I think Mike, he's got the drive, the energy, the knowledge. Like I said, he's grown a lot since his days at the city of Eureka on city council, and I just think he's ready to step in and run with the ball. Like I said, we're sticking with football analogies because it's almost Super Bowl. I was a 49er fan, so I'm a little sad, but I know.
I am a Rams fan, so
okay, you're not sad. Yeah, okay.
But we do have in common Myrtletown. I'm hailing currently from Myrtletown, so I understand.
Okay, cool.
It's not like the depths of Eureka.
It's different.
Yeah.
It's got its own character, and it's a different sense of community, and I love it. I mean, I still, whenever I'm out there, I harken back to my elementary school days, and it's really fondness. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward. What I've said, and which I will do for all of the candidates, is I'm going to work with whoever does get elected to make sure that there'll be a good transition. I do believe Mike has a step up because he has a much higher depth of knowledge for what happens at the county. So, looking forward to this. Campaigns are always rough. People start getting mean, and I'm also very hopeful that whether it's this election or anything else, we actually see the community rallying around each other and not trying to attack each other. Because, quite frankly, that's gotten old. So,
I'd
like to see
politics are old.
Yeah, positive campaigning, I think, is the best, and it tells you why someone else may be more suited for a job. And I think that's the approach that we'll see. I think with all the candidates. I mean,
yeah. Okay, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
That was really helpful. Anything to add?
I'm glad it's not raining today. No, I guess my adding would be I'm going to really miss the job. After 12 years, 11 years, I've loved it. I did 10 years with the city of Eureka, so I had that perspective, and like I said, it took me a while to learn that it was really different across the street. But it's hard to walk away and leave. But I have more I can still contribute to the community. This is going to be a really busy year, so it's some really hard decisions. And that's great because it's not work. There's a primary in June, and I would still be around. I'm not getting kicked out until like end of December, so
that was my next.
Don't get too excited, everybody. No, but
so you have plenty of time.
I have plenty of time.
What you want to do?
Yeah. 11 months, and I'm not ready. I'm not like retiring. I figure there's just another I'm just going to take another direction, and
Yeah.
you know.
Any ideas what that would be?
Oh, lots of ideas.
Yeah,
but,
lots of choices. Time to figure it out too.
Well, and I think with the job that I've currently had for some years, I think I have a history in mediation. You know, it's like I sit there sometimes. This week's meeting was 11 hours. Yeah, so it's
Oh my God.
yeah, so
that's including the lunch break and the
15-minute
things.
15-minute lunch break and
Yeah.
2 10-minute breaks.
Yeah.
The chair is really mean this year. That's me. But, so no, it's been
Get
it's
business done.
yeah, it's not always easy,
Yeah.
but yeah, so
The marathon.
yeah. Yeah, and people keep saying, "Are you going to go for a state office?" Like, sorry, just saying. I think it's so hard to get something done at the state, and local government is really the best government. You're with the people, you're with your constituents. Yeah. And even though I think we have great folks representing us in the state, you know, with McGuire and Wood, but it's harder. It's like swimming through tar, I would suspect.
Yeah.
So.
Right. I mean, everything starts at a local level, right?
Yeah, and that's where we're most approachable. Local government, you know. You see us on the street.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
You can't get rid of
Appreciate
Rex.
the
He
time.
shows up everywhere, whether you want him or not. Oh, God. Don't put that. Oh, no, you can put that in. He knows I say that.